The Sakura Matsuri, our 32nd Sakura Matsuri. Welcome everybody to the day's festivities. Woo! More enthusiasm. You guys are very enthusiastic for being out there in the sun. I am a bit too white. I will stay under here where it is safe. If I go out there in sandals, by the end of the day, my feet are going to look like candy canes. Like, those are the modes that I have. It's like that 3-second gap between, like, well-popped popcorn and then, this is going to smell here forever, isn't it? Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the J-Pop and Lounge stage up here at the Osborne Garden. I'm going to start off today's festivities. My name is Uncle Yo. I'm a geek-specific stand-up comedian. I'm huge into Japanese popular culture. I love to see how it gets exchanged over here in America. I've grown up on everything geeky with comic books, video games, anime. It's how I can comfortably communicate with the outside world. For the food, for the festivities, for the beer tent, which is a really happy place, I'm told. That's down the steps and over where you see the big blossoming pink cherry blossoms. Those are going to be fantastic. I'm glad that you all got to come out here. You guys are doing all right? Grateful to hear it. They asked me to make some announcements before we get the show up and running today, just in case that anybody has any travel issues getting to or from their home later today. So, ladies and gentlemen, due to construction conducted by the MTA this weekend, all A trains will be running local between 34th Street Penn Station and 42nd Street Times Square. All C trains will be running express while being conducted by chimpanzees wearing eye patches and sombreros. All S shuttle service between Times Square, 42nd Street, and Grand Central 42nd Street will be running local, albeit upside down on the track. We don't know how they're doing it either. All Manhattan-bound D train service from Brooklyn to Manhattan has been suspended and temporarily replaced with catapults. For local service between DeKalb Avenue and West 4th Street, Manhattan, flap your arms really hard and think soft thoughts. Your tax dollars at work. All E-train service to Queens has been suspended and temporarily outsourced to Spider-Man, the only human being who can get anywhere during Manhattan rush hour traffic. All NQ and R trains between Queens and Manhattan have been temporarily relocated to the Twilight Zone. Expect delays. Due to a sudden appearance of a TARDIS on the tracks beneath Herald Square, all BDSNM trains... Oh, be quiet! All of those trains run through that station. I'm watching you now. Be very careful. There are kids. So make sure it goes right over here. You want to aim right for here, like Family Double Dare. Due to flooding that remains from Hurricane Sandy, one train service will not be going to South Ferry, as it is still under martial law by both the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Aquaman. As the station threatens to secede from the nation, expect delays. All 2 trains will be stopping periodically between 96th Street and 42nd Street to nap. We don't know why either. All bus service between the Bronx and Manhattan will be replaced by rickshaws pulled by a team of sleep-deprived Welsh corgis wearing sombreros. We don't know where they're getting them from either. All train service between the Bronx has been outsourced to China, and as a result, passengers wanting access to the Bronx will have to take the local train back and forth from Shanghai. Passengers are encouraged to bring back some of those red bean buns on your way back. Thanks, that'd be great. Expect service and delays once the 2nd Avenue line opens up in Manhattan, which will be operated entirely by winged pigs. All Long Island Railroad service has been suspended due to an investigation being held at Jamaica Station. The station has suffered an extreme power outage. We forgot to pay Con Edison for the last decade. Also, nobody showed up for work because apparently you have to pay them too. Oh well. So all Long Island Railroad Express trains to Penn Station, New York have been suspended. There is an adorable kitten lying on the tracks and we all want to take pictures of it. I repeat, an adorable cat.
Listen, he's 2, he's missing, he has a gray shirt on.
Miss. Come right here for a second.
Over here, we're loaded with walkie-talkies. We can find you.
He has on a gray shirt. I'm missing my son. His name is Lawrence, and we also call him Rel. He has on a gray shirt, a gray collar shirt with blue jeans and gray and black Nikes. Please.
Get over here now! You have won! Come on down, you're the next contestant on Find My Mom! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for everyone in the back for keeping an eye on him. Hold him down!
Thank you very much, sir.
You got it, guys. Round of applause. Thank you guys so much for helping out with that one, all right? Back in my day, they would simply make the announcement over the Kmart. Carl Custer, your mother says good luck. What? Not again! This was bad enough at the giant food court. Passengers are advised that all backpacks and large luggage are subject to random search by the MTA, the NYPD, the CIA, the FBI, the FCC, the FDA, the DMV, the NBA, the NRA, the IRS, and most certified TGI Fridays bartenders. Please keep your belongings to yourself. Have a safe trip. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Dude, I love being in this time right now. I'm amazed that we still made it to 2013 after all that prophecy that someone was saying it's going to be the end of the world, the Mayan apocalypse 2012, but we still made it to 2013. This generation has survived what? Y2K, 2 raptures, and now the Mayan apocalypse? We're invincible. Happy 2013. Happy non-apocalypse. You're welcome. Can't blame Doctor Who for everything that saves you. We're such a wacky and weird nation, too. I love that America is such a great nation of contradictions. We have an SUV roaming the planet Mars right now, and we're still relying on a groundhog in Pennsylvania to tell us when spring is coming. Have you not seen the promos for Game of Thrones? Winter is still coming. All Game of Thrones fans, your nickname is now Thronies. You may call yourselves Thronies. Oh, those were good times. But like I said, I grew up like a geek. I grew up as a nerd, and if there was any real identity that I was going to associate with, it would be geek. It just means enthusiast. Most American anime fans out there, they're familiar with the phrase and the word otaku. It means fanatic. It means enthusiast. You're an otaku for whatever. Japanese animation. In America, we've taken it to mean fans of Japanese culture. We love samurai. We love Giant Robot. We tolerated the Godzilla movie from 1996. See, I grew up on Godzilla. I was amazed that he finally gets to America. The dude who in 1965, Godzilla legitimately drop kicks King Kong into a volcano. 1996, he gets beaten by Matthew Broderick. Dude, you took on Mechagodzilla and you get beaten by Ferris Bueller? Really? Bueller? I mean, I want Godzilla to come back. I want it to be something cool and American, but like, where is he going to attack? If he attacks Manhattan, he'll never find a parking space, but he'll get a ticket for it, I promise you. If he attacked Queens, who'd notice? White people would just jog a bit faster. I got caught in my bear car. Godzilla attacked Brooklyn? Yeah, nice try. Are you kidding me? It wouldn't even work for Brooklyn. Who's this mook? Did Boston send you because they can't beat us in baseball? Yeah. Godzilla would not attack the Bronx. The Bronx would attack Godzilla. He'd be on an episode of Chopped in like 30 seconds. Staten Island. I don't know if Godzilla would attack Staten Island. It's give or take at this point. Be so enthusiastic about it. There he is, crouching down, hiding under the Verrazano Bridge. All right, dude, you can do this. I believe in me. Here we go. This is my day. Ah! Have I been here already? It always looks like... I am so sorry. Here's a 20. Take a bus. Get off the island. Just get off the island. Why are you still here? Call me when you have buildings. I'm sad now. We had just gotten to one of the most difficult arguments of my best friend Dave and I. We've grown up together. We played every video game together, every anime. He just welcomed his first son into the world, and we actually got into our first full-out adult argument is that when his son reaches the right age, what do we show him first? Episodes 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars? Or the prequels? We eventually settled it with Carl, get out of our house. Jar Jar Binks will not be mentioned here. I I don't know. I was amazed, too, at, like, all the developments that they've done with baby carriages now. The new baby carriage he has is unbelievable. This thing is huge. He fit the toddler, and it was like completing a level of Tetris, just fit in perfectly. Tight, and nothing is going to happen. But this thing is huge. If he brought it to Manhattan and just let it go, he'd get an orange parking ticket for it. The strollers are enormous today. If they stand up on their hind wheels, Michael Bay's going to think, oh, am I directing another movie? Decepticon, run! You look at some of them, are they diesel-powered? Are they manual? Are they stick-shift? And finally, his wife explained to me in a very legitimate reason. The reason you want the stroller to be so big is that if, God forbid, anything crashes into the stroller, you want a solid 1.5 acres of plastic and airbags between the baby and whatever jerk biker crashed into it and just kept going without saying apologies. I don't understand bikers. But the strollers are nothing compared to like what I had back in the 80s. Strollers in the 80s were 4 wheels, vinyl, and tetanus. That was your option. My stroller was handed down from my sister, who got it from my cousin. We don't even know what junkyard we drag it out from. And the moment we could walk, we chucked it in front of me. But what about when we go to the park? I want to have fun with that. The strollers have all these amazing developments, too. So they have the one stroller where it's baby and then baby right next to it, like the twin one. I love trying to watch people try to fit that through any actual door. It's like trying to shove a St. Bernard into a sardine can. Try turning it sideways. They're not built for that. Or like the stackable strollers that are kind of like catering trays for toddler tech. You're kind of pushing it around. Did anyone order the 26-inch ginger with the lazy eye? Anybody? 2 for 1. Sorry, Jamie, can't just sell you today. Have fun. Welcome to your new home, the Kmart. I see the plastic ones too, especially for the rain, and I think that's a good idea too because I can't help but imagine back when I was a kid and you had ants, magnifying glass, hot summer day. You had yourself a little fire show, didn't you? You put that over the kid, and all that's going to do is, like, keep that diaper smelling, have it nice and ferment like a wine, so you finally unzip the plastic. Time to clear out this subway car the hard way. Thank you, Tommy. It's kind of like when you Dutch oven somebody. That's the nicest way to put that. Let's change the subject a bit. What are you going to do when the kid is, like, 25 years old and can no longer fit in the stroller? You're going to put in a hybrid engine, call it a Prius, and call it a day. Basically. I have to talk about this because I couldn't believe how it took over the internet. Ponies are back. My Little Ponies are back on television. Now, like I said, I'm from the 80s. I remember fax machines. I remember when it didn't make any sense. My Little Ponies is back. It's a very fun show for 8-year-old girls. It's amazing how people are having a blast enjoying the songs written for 8-year-old girls. What blows my mind is that it's not just a good show, but the fandom comes on so aggressively. They don't just love this show. They're carving into their arms and setting up statues to worship the ponies for this one. Basically, the bronies, if you want to call them that, took over the internet the way America handled Manifest Destiny. Yeah, we'll take this all. This all ponies now. If my guy friends want to get me involved in something, they know to, like, ease me into it. Remember this show? Okay, same actress, same director. Why don't you sit down, come over Friday, we'll watch the first episode, we'll talk about it. No, My Little Ponies was just ponies! They basically kicked down the door, came in with, like, a pepper spray, or, like, an air horn pepper spray projectile diarrhea. Just watch this now! There were bronies and there were non-bronies. It was getting to an intense point where I couldn't talk to friends anymore. I was getting these phone calls at like 3 in the morning. Who is this? Have you accepted Princess Celestia as your personal Lord and Savior?